All right, so I'm going to kick
Okay.
this off, and I'm just going to give you a quick little introduction. I don't think we're going to need the full hour. I think I'll take questions after I deliver this little program. But
Sure.
really, what happened was I stumbled into something last week that is a game changer in a way you're not going to believe, and I'm going to show you some of the things that what happened. So, as you know, I've been building AIs for a number of years, and my computer that I'm using, I use a MacBook. The MacBook was getting slower and slower and freezing because I was just building so much stuff. So I needed to upgrade my MacBook. So I bought a new MacBook Pro last week before Tim Cook raised the prices, which was nice. And so that arrived, and I all of a sudden had an extra MacBook. And I was thinking what I should do is try out this tool, this OpenClaw, which is basically an agent that you install onto a computer, and it turns the computer into your personal assistant. It can do whatever you ask it to do. So I installed it on, and I was thinking it's going to take forever. And really, it took me about 2 hours. So I would rate it as a medium kind of project as far as difficulty. Now, if you've got an old laptop sitting around your house, and who doesn't have an old laptop? There's probably you have as many laptops as you do old iPads, right? They're just kicking there. I'm running this on a 2018 MacBook, right? So
Oh, whoa.
so my
Okay.
son took my 2022 MacBook after that. So I took his MacBook and I'm running it on a MacBook that's 8 years old and it's running fine. So you don't need a supercomputer to run this OpenClaw. What I did was I deleted everything from the MacBook and did a fresh install of the iOS. So it's just a clean computer. Then I installed OpenClaw. Now, you just type it into Google, you can download it. I use MacBook, they have a version for PCs as well. Install the OpenClaw and then you configure it. It takes about 2 hours. Now, this is why it's really, really powerful. There's two types of speakers. There's the people that are always booked and they're too busy to prospect. That's a pretty good place to be in. Then there is the speakers that they have nothing booked and they have to really get out there and start prospecting hardcore in order to pay their rent, which is important. And what happens is most of us live on a feast or famine kind of pipeline where we're bringing in lots of dough and lots of speaking engagements. And while we're doing that, we're not keeping the pipeline full. So when those speaking engagements run out, all of a sudden we're starting from zero again. And we have to start with the prospecting and start with the outreach.
Let me just mention something. I have to leave and come back. I'll be
All right.
right back.
Now, here is the way we've been doing it for the last couple of years. So we've been using chatbots where we put in a prompt and it gives us a text answer. And it's been really, really good. And I've been using it. Anybody who's been using the AI Stage Finder or any of the other tools that I've been building, this is what I've done is I've created a prompt and the AI is doing the work. Very, very simple thing. With OpenClaw, you can actually set in place workflows and automations that do a lot more than just ask a question and it gives you an answer. So the way it works is you create the detailed prompt. And I'm going to give you a hint. With OpenClaw, you can go to ChatGPT and say, knowing my business. So I use ChatGPT all the time. So it knows my business. So I can go to ChatGPT and I can say, ChatGPT, knowing what you know about my business, what OpenClaw automations would be the most beneficial? And it gave me a list of automations. And then I asked it, create the prompt to give to OpenClaw to run these automations. It did it. So now I have a computer that's plugged into my basement that's 7 years old, 8 years old. And every night it's searching the web, it's finding events, it's updating my Google Sheets, it's emailing me a report, and then it's drafting all the emails and putting them in my Gmail, ready to go.